Hello, my name is Evania, and this video is a collab video. It's the bingo shame. I'm very late on mine, I'm aware of that, but I still wanted to join in because it was super fun, and I really enjoy doing this and seeing everybody else's videos, and just kind of, I don't know, brings me to the community, and it gives me something to focus on when I don't feel like creating or making videos. It kind of pushes me back into it, and I really enjoy it because I just started doing bingos, like palette bingos, and it's been interesting. This is the look I came up with. I know it's in black and white, but this is the shape I came up with. If you want to stick around and see what it looks like in color, this is the palette. It is Urban Decay Born to Run palette, and I am, oh, the palette, this collab is created and hosted by Dub's Beauty Diary and Andy from Makeup and the Mundane. So they are the one that creates it. It's open, anybody can join. There's a bunch of people, so I'll have them all linked down below if you, or like their names and everybody who joined it and did the last one, so you can see everybody else's, or you can look it up through the hashtag, or if you go to DW or Andy's page, they both have, I believe, a playlist. I know for sure that DW has a playlist of everybody who creates videos for it, and also if you're on Instagram, she DW posts on there as well. I don't know if Andy does, but everybody can join in. There's also like a group message. If you ask, go to Dub's Beauty Diary or Makeup and the Mundane, and you can ask them, or anybody else I think can tell them, and they can let you join it. If you want to join or just watch it, that's fine. So let's get to it. I know that I am a little bit late because we're supposed to put these up on May 16th, and it is May 27th, so I'm very late, but I'm not going to be officially a part of like the posting, but I still wanted to do bingo shame and use this palette because I really enjoy this, and I watch everybody's videos, and it's just fun. And I was going to try to record and make videos more, and then I didn't, and I've been going back and forth on it, and this kind of pushes me to do, like, keep going with it and do it. So I'm going to do it. So let's pick the random. I'm going to do, I know it's between 5 and 8 shades. I'm going to do 8 shades, random shades. So we'll start with that. 6 is the first one. And then I'll do the next one. 4. And I get out of it. I'm going to undo that, back into it. 4. I did 6 already. And 4 already. We're just gonna keep doing the same ones. 2. 11. It's between 1 and 21. I don't know if I said that. 10. 1. I cut it now. Some of the first colors are like the colors that I didn't want to get. 9. And the last one, I did 11 already. And I did 6 already. 16. Alright. Alright, we got all of ours. I'm going to swatch those out really quick and see what our color story is looking like, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do. Okay, I'm back with my color story. Got this. That's what it looks like. It's pretty neutral. I got that purple, a pop of purple, with like that orangey. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do, but I got Riff, Weekender, Stranded, Guilt Trip, Accelerate, Breakaway, Baja, and Punk. Those were my colors that I got randomly generated for me. I don't, it's kind of boring for me, obviously. I would have liked more of the colorful shades, but every time I do this I'm like, I want the colorful shades, and then I get mostly neutral shades. But I do get the purple, which I'm thinking I'm going to put on the bottom. That's what I want on the bottom, and then we're gonna just maybe play with some fun shapes with the other colors. Obviously I got some really good ones, like this one and this one are good, like inner corner, definitely this one. I didn't even know that one was like a shimmery shade, so that's probably going to be going on the inner corner. I don't know, we'll probably do some kind of cut crease or something. I'm going to look at this for a little bit and try to figure out exactly what I want to do. I'll come back with my eyes primed and ready to go. Okay, I'm back, and I realized that I did my base and I felt like I was missing something, and I hadn't done my eyebrows. So I did my eyebrows. I primed with the Juvia's Place eye primer in shade 1, and I put some nails on because I also realized that I didn't have any nails on. So now we're back a little more put together. I know my hair is just kind of a mess, but we're gonna ignore that. We got everything else ready, and I kind of have a plan. I don't know. I'm not exactly 100% sure what I want to do. I left the colors in the back of my hand so it's easy for me to kind of like look at them all swatched out and figure out what I'm going to do. Because I kind of have an idea for some of the colors, but there's a couple where I'm using them and I'm missing, like, I think Accelerate. I'm having a trouble figuring out what I want to put Accelerate and Baja because they're very orange shades. And then the other shades are more neutral, like the brownie ones. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna figure it out. I primed my whole lid, but I kind of have a feeling I'm gonna end up getting micellar water and cutting creases and making shapes, but I don't know. We'll just see where it goes and what I come up with. But I am gonna start with Punk. Just kind of start sketching out the shape on the top before I figure out where I'm gonna go. I think that's pretty even. I'm sorry, I was like I just realized that I'm gonna probably speed through all that part, but I was not talking because I know this isn't perfectly even, but I'll clean it up and kind of fix it, but get the rough shape down so I can kind of have a guideline of the top part that I want. Yeah, I think, and then I'm probably gonna put Weekender, I think. When I cut it, I'll put it here, and then I'm gonna blend it out with, what is this one? Riff. And we'll do the orangey colors, and with the other shimmers kind of in the inner corner part and the purple on the bottom is what I'm thinking. But I'll also darken it up here with Punk like I'm doing here to tie it all together. I think that will work. I don't know, would it be cheating if I added jet? Because I'm still using all the other colors, but just make it darker with jet. I don't know, we'll see where we go. I'm gonna try and just use the colors that I pulled. Alright, I know it's not completely even, but I think that's as even as we're gonna get it. The plan next is I'm just going to keep darkening it up, making it darker, these lines that I have, and then I'm gonna blend, and I'm gonna kind of keep it, keep these lines and everything nice and neat, but anything over here, I don't know, not worry about if it gets messy, because I'm gonna clean this up, and then before I add Weekender to it, and then go from there. This palette actually came out, I believe, from what I looked on, but it's like that AI thing, so I don't know how accurate it is, but it said June 12, 2018 is when this palette was released, and I did not get it then. I remember it being super popular and seeing videos, and everybody seemed to be talking about it, and people really loved it. And actually, these colors are very buttery and smooth and blendable, but I didn't get it then, and I wanted it mostly because I always like colors, but I've definitely moved a lot farther away from the neutral colors that I was probably using more often when I first started doing makeup, but I've always kind of done creative makeup. I actually did a lot more body painting and like body art kind of stuff before, a lot more like body art, so I wasn't really, like, when I did my makeup, I wasn't ever really often taking pictures of it, but then I kind of got into doing more creative makeup, just like on the eyes, and that's when I definitely I've always been in love with color. But I also find that whenever I do neutral looks, that I really like the way that they look. They're super pretty, and I think people look at it because you think boring, but when something's boring, all you have to do is kind of create cool, weird shapes on your eyes and make it fun. But I did, I think, I'm not exactly sure when they discontinued this palette, because I think I bought it kind of on the end when they're trying to get rid of it, because I'm pretty sure I bought this palette 50% off. I did not buy it full price, and it was such a good deal. I just remember being like, I can't believe that it's so cheap, and I snagged it and got it, and then it kind of disappeared and they stopped selling it. I don't think they sell it. I'm pretty sure that's discontinued. I don't sell it anymore. But I can't remember. I feel like it came out in 2018. I feel like I bought it in like 2020 or 2021. But I should have looked that up. I was going to look it up and see if I could find the email that kind of told me. Maybe I'll do that next time I pause to clean this up. I'll look and check and see if I can find exactly when I bought this palette. But it's not as old. Palette isn't as old as when I first got it, but it's still pretty old and I still don't use it. I think like I said, I used it once or twice, and I definitely have not used all the shades. Why am I keeping it? I don't know. It still works fine. Yes, I think that's it. This was Punk, and now I'm going in with Rift. Kind of just blend all of this out. And then I think I'm going to put Weekender on this too. I don't know. I wasn't going to even do this. I kind of was just going to create a look and not even like kind of do the bingo of shame again. Like I said, like I'm not on officially the schedule, but I still wanted to create a look with this palette and do the random, like picking the shades randomly, because I have stuff to post, but I haven't been really creating many new things, and definitely haven't been doing videos and posting those, and so I've just kind of been out of it. And I think this helps kind of push me, because I go back and forth, because I'm not really like a content creator. I do create stuff, but I'm not very good at it. Definitely not very good at filming videos, and I'm new to it, and there's a lot better, more interesting people, so I don't think I'm trying to like be anything hot and new or like have a lot of views or people watching me. But it's kind of nice that way, just having, if someone likes you and someone wants to come back, it's so much better that way without the stress. Because the difference of, I have so many looks that I need to post, and I have makeup, and I do my makeup all the time and don't share it, and that's why I think you get the love from this, is just doing it because you enjoy it and really love creating and making stuff on your face and enjoy wearing it. Because a lot of times I don't have a problem with wearing this stuff out either, and so to me, it just feels like I didn't really know what I'm doing, like why I'm doing it, but it's just fun because it's worth the connections that you make with people, I guess. I like talking to people. I'm not very good, and as soon as someone's like nice to me and is like likes a look or something, I'm just like, oh, I don't deserve that. There's so much better, you know, and I get in this thing, and then I just stop responding and talking to people. Which I need to stop doing, and then it makes me be like, oh, I can't post, and I don't want to post things, and people think I'm ignoring them, and it's just the whole thing. And I'm trying to get better, because everything that makes me anxious about doing makeup and sharing and responding and communicating with people and being a part of the community is really just on me. Like, no one's mean, or I'm not like, oh, I don't want to be here, or I don't like how certain people, well, obviously there's things going on always in the beauty community that people don't like, but that's not what I'm talking about. I just mean like a lot of my reservations on posting and doing this is my own, for my own self. It has nothing to do with someone else like talking to me or saying something negative or me not wanting to share. I'm just not very good at content, like creating content and being on social media. I mean, I'm good at being on social media, but like just responding to messages and kind of being active. And I'll post and I'll be doing really consistently, and then I just kind of fall off. And I keep creating looks and making makeup, but then I just don't talk to people. All right, I kind of lost all the dark, so now we're gonna go back in and make this, darken this back up again. And then when I clean this all up, I think it will look better. I'm going back in with Punk. So I also went in with Weekender. So I used Punk, Weekender and Riff so far up here. Alright, I'm gonna clean this up real quick and see where we go from there. Okay, so I have cut it up, like cleaned it up a bit. And now I need to figure out what I want to do down here, which I've used 3. So I think, so I got hot, so I had to take off my sweater. I was very hot. It's getting hot in here. Okay, so my kids are all home and they're very loud, so I think I'm just going to record myself doing this and speed through it, and then I'll kind of see you at the end. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to use some of my NYX glitter primer, and I'm going to put it all over my lid on this part, and so I can start adding these shimmers and see how they look. Okay, I think this is like the finished look. I used Breakaway, Stranded, Weekender, Riff, Baja, Punk, Accelerate, and Guilt Trip. So that's all 8. I used all 8 shades. And now I'm just going to do my liner, my lashes, pick a lip, try to sort this hair out a little bit, and finish everything, kind of make it look cleaned up and put together. And I will show you the finished look as soon as I do all that stuff. Alright, this is the completed look with everything finished off. I ended up using the Wet n Wild Nightmare Before Christmas. I think it's the Bone Daddy. It's the black liquid liner. And then I used for my eyelashes, I used Blend Bunny's Omni Lash Mascara. And then for my lips, I used NYX Liquid Suede in Liberal, I believe it is. Yeah, Liberal. And that's this on the lips. Oh, and then from Blend Bunny, I used the Noctilucent palette, and I used this one, Dreamlike, right here. And I put that all over here, my nose, on the top of my lip right here. And I think that is everything. From the shades, this was, let's see, what shades? Let me look at the palette and see kind of like what I ended up doing and tell you where everything went. So, Punk was the darkest shade that I pulled, and that is kind of what I outlined. And then I blended that with Riff and Weekender up here. And then down here, I packed down Baja. And then I also added Punk to the lash line to kind of darken it up there. And then I did Accelerate and Stranded. And then in the very corner, I did Breakaway. And on the bottom was Guilt Trip. So I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's all 8 shades that I used. And that is pretty much the completed look. I had a lot of fun with this. Actually, I kind of do really like this eye look, which is surprising because when I was pulling those, when I was pulling those shades out of this palette, I wasn't that excited to use this. When this got pulled, I was like, okay, but that's the whole point of it, is being of shame. Use palettes that you have been using, and also figure out if you want to keep them or not. The formula is really nice in this. Mine's still holding up and is great. I actually really do like this palette. It's hard though, because I have so many palettes, so even if it's good and I like it and I can create nice looks, is it something I'm gonna pull from again and think of? I don't know. The way this is set up, and it's just an older palette, and especially now with everybody, with how indie brands are doing things, I have so many more, like so much better palettes to pull from what I would want to use. I have a whole list of palettes. The next one that got pulled is the Oden's Eye Planet Spirit, I believe, with that was in collaboration with Battybean. I'm super excited to use that one. That one's really colorful. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm going to try to get that one up on time and be a part of the whole posting thing like I'm supposed to be. Sorry this is late. I just wanted to still join in and still use this palette. It was a palette that I wanted to use and figure out if I still wanted to keep, if I could create a look that I liked, and I did. I really do. I really do like this look. I enjoyed creating it, and so I'm going to try to get that next video up for on posting for June 16th. June 16th is when they're going to post. So I hope you guys all have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed watching this if you stuck around to watch the whole thing. Bye!